Hey guys, Shadows here, welcome back to another Gears of War Reloaded video. Today we're going to be discussing why both a Gears of War 2 Reloaded and Gears of War 3 Reloaded are definitely happening. The original Gears of War returns faithfully remastered and natively optimized for more gaming platforms than ever before, and Gears of War Reloaded is the official next new game releasing on August 26, 2025. And while some Gears of War fans like myself are super excited to not only have a brand new game to play after Gears 5 daily for 6 years straight, yes we did that, but the fact that we get to return to the iconic Gears of War 1 era again, including versus multiplayer with full crossplay support between Xbox consoles, PlayStation 5 consoles, and PC for the first time in history. However, it does seem like a lot of Gears of War fans as well as Xbox gamers out there aren't happy with a remaster of a remake of a Gears of War 1 re-release for the third time. And so for this video, I wanted to discuss the importance of Gears of War Reloaded and why both a Gears of War 2 Reloaded and Gears of War 3 Reloaded are definitely happening in the future. Firstly, to begin with, the Gears of War series is one of gaming's most iconic billion-dollar franchises with over 40 million copies sold and over 50 million unique users. Debuting on the Xbox 360 console as the original trilogy revolutionized third-person shooters with its innovative cover-based mechanics, cinematic narrative storytelling, larger-than-life characters in Delta Squad, to both the skill-intense versus multiplayer and action-packed cooperative horde mode. The Gears of War franchise completely changed the video game industry in the early 2000s, setting the bar for graphical fidelity within Unreal Engine to inspiring game mechanics and entirely new gaming genres, cementing its cultural and commercial impact in gaming history forever. But I've always felt like Gears of War Xbox console exclusivity was always holding back the series from being able to achieve its truest potential as one of the best gaming franchises of all time. As of right now, the original Gears of War trilogy story, which many will describe as absolute gaming peak, is mostly still locked behind Xbox 360 console exclusivity, with 2 and 3 never getting released elsewhere on other gaming platforms, to Gears of War Ultimate Edition being a remake of the first game released 10 years ago, separately on Xbox One and Windows PC with no crossplay support whatsoever. So realistically, the Gears of War release cadence has been a broken mess, and the Coercion Studio are finally deciding to hit a soft reset on a re-emergence of the Gears of War franchise. It's the ultimate Hammer of Dawn power move, with a new multi-platform gaming strategy, as every Gears of War game will now be available on Xbox, PlayStation, Windows PC, Steam, and Xbox Game Pass moving forward, with a brand new original game in E-Day and a re-release in Reloaded, but also potential for even more to follow. Now, for the Gears of War franchise to go multi-platform in the right efficient way, then of course every gaming platform, whether you're playing on Xbox, PlayStation or PC, just like us OG fans, need to be able to play, experience and start with a Gears of War 1 game, which needed to be a brand new release in Gears of War Reloaded because of the past iterations of Ultimate Edition not supporting crossplay, and of course the original Gears of War trilogy story never being playable before on either PlayStation or Steam specifically. This is why with the Gears of War Reloaded announcement, Microsoft also shared as a thank you token of gratitude to Xbox fans out there, anybody who has purchased a digital copy for Gears of War Ultimate Edition on either Xbox or Windows PC will receive a free upgrade, with Xbox sending out Reloaded game codes prior to the launch, because obviously if you played Ultimate Edition 10 years ago, then this isn't that big of a deal for Xbox gamers. But it's more so the overall importance of the Gears of War franchise going multi-platform and doing it the right way by starting with the original Gears of War 1 game story as the true beginning, and why both a Gears of War 2 and 3 Reloaded are also definitely happening in the future. With Gears of War E-Day already announced and the upcoming Xbox Game Showcase of 2025 just a few weeks away on Sunday, June 8th, I'm fully expecting Gears of War E-Day's release date to be confirmed for a November 2026 release to celebrate the 20th anniversary, marking the release cadence of Reloaded in 2025, E-Day in 2026, 2 Reloaded in 2028, and 3 Reloaded in 2031, to also mark the celebration retrospectively of each Gears of War game title on their 20th anniversaries. As then part of the new Gears of War Re-emergence multi-platform plan will start to roadie run and roll, providing both the original Gears of War story trilogy and 1, 2 and 3 Reloaded, as well as also E-Day, available and playable everywhere on all gaming platforms from Xbox, PlayStation to PC. Over the years since 2020, the Coercion Studio and its developers have spoken out multiple times about what to expect for Gears of War's future when it comes to the direction this series is heading in, which luckily for us is the best timeline ever, because if you were to ask any Gears fan out there what would be the perfect case scenario, and that would be to remake the original Gears of War trilogy and create a new original Gears of War game with Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago returning as the main characters, and we are literally getting exactly that. Gears of War Reloaded, released in August 2025, is the first multi-platform game title on Xbox, PlayStation and PC, opening up the door to more players than ever before, being based on the Unreal Engine 3 with UE5 technology Ultimate Edition remaster with full crossplay support, game features and content complete. Gears of War E-Day released in November 2026 to celebrate the 20th anniversary as the first new original multi-platform game title, with Reloaded getting the player base warmed up ready for the live service game in E-Day, with seasons, DLC, content and update support for years. Gears of War 2 Reloaded released in 2028 and Gears of War 3 Reloaded released in 2031 to celebrate the 20th anniversaries of the original games, bringing Part 2 and Part 3 of the trilogy story for the first time ever to all gaming platforms, including specifically PlayStation, Steam and PC, with likely both being full remakes in Unreal Engine 5 using the same game technology as included in E-Day, for a possible 4 new Gears of War game releases over the next 6 years. In April 2020, the Coalition spoke to IGN revealing the Gears of War series timeline and how the universe can grow by stating, "I'm just really excited about all of the different avenues of stories that we can tell, referencing not only the different eras that the team wants to explore, but the new mediums and gaming genres that they have to do it, with figuring out what's next and plan for what's going to happen in the main series. So I just feel like we have so many opportunities for our fans and our players to still get engaged in our universe, and we're not going to stop." In June 2024, the Coalition revealed Gears of War E-Day, and a surprise announcement is their next mainline game alongside an explosive trailer that takes the story all the way back to Emergence Day that sees the Locust Horde invade the surface of planet Sarah, following the story of a younger Marcus and Dom at the very beginning of the Locust War. The Coalition mentioned the future of Gears of War by stating, "It's also important to note that E-Day is not a spin-off, it's a completely new entry to the mainline series set earlier in the timeline. The events of the game not only serve as an exciting origin tale of two beloved characters, but it also adds detail and context to this period that will resonate through stories that will follow. Everything that happens in E-Day will shape the future of Gears of War for the better." In May 2025, the Coalition revealed Gears of War Reloaded in a surprise announcement as the next new game title, as the original returns faithfully remastered and natively optimized for more gaming platforms than ever before. The Coalition mentioned specifically the importance of the 20th anniversary in 2026 by stating the following: "Gears of War Reloaded is a celebration of one of gaming's most iconic franchises, featuring 4K resolution, 120 FPS support, and the ultimate multiplayer experience, with cross-progression and cross-play across all platforms. This is the definitive way to experience the game that started it all." As we approach the 20th anniversary of Gears of War in 2026, we're reflecting on what this franchise means. It's about the stories that we've told, the friendships that we've built, and the unforgettable moments that we've shared together. With Gears of War Reloaded, we're opening that door to more players than ever before. Overall, the Gears of War franchise is finally back, ready to re-emerge with both Reloaded and E-Day already announced, and as we mentioned throughout this video, why both Gears of War 2 and 3 Reloaded are definitely happening, summarized simply based on the fact that Gears of War is going multi-platform the right way by introducing all players to the original Gears 1 story first, followed up by E-Day, and then 2 and 3 Reloaded to get the entire relevant Gears of War campaign stories available on Xbox, PlayStation and PC, while also charging individually for each game title to maximize revenue as part of Microsoft's new gaming strategy. Seeing as how the Coalition Studio have confidently stated they are excited about all of the different avenues that they can explore in the Gears of War universe, ranging from various stories set across the timeline different eras, including the Pendulum Wars, the Locust vs. Lambent Civil War, the Locust Human War, the Stranded Insurgency, the Lambent Pandemic, the Swarm War, to even stories set in the far future and beyond, with even games set in different mediums and genres to, of course, remakes and multi-platform releases. Everything that has happened since E-Day's announcement last year has already shaped Gears of War's future for the better. This moment right here is the best time to be a Gears of War fan. Whether you've been playing, returning, or ready to jump in, welcoming all new players. We've got the Xbox Game Showcase coming up real soon, so please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, as I will be live streaming the event live on my YouTube, Twitch, and Kick to stay up to date on everything Gears of War. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. What is your guys' opinion on Gears of War 2 Reloaded and Gears of War 3 Reloaded happening in the future? We are officially trying to hit 100,000 YouTube subscribers, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy my Gears of War content and want to see even more videos. There is a playlist on my YouTube channel containing all of my other Gears of War Reloaded videos so far. If you do want to check out more like this one, click the join button to become a YouTube channel member to gain access to emotes, channel badges, and most importantly, early access to all new videos before anyone else. I want to give a big shout out to all of the members on screen for becoming a Shadow Knight YouTube channel member. I truly appreciate your support. So there you have it, guys, full details on why both Gears of War 2 Reloaded and Gears of War 3 Reloaded are definitely happening in the future. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.